What's up, you dirty dogs? How the fuck are ya? Oh my god, welcome to the Bronx and Rocks podcast. It has been way too fucking long. Am I right? Don't you miss me? Oh man, I gotta tell you, it's been a deal. It's been a deal. It's been about as easy as this last year has been. Not very fun. Oh man, but it is good to be back. I figured, dude, I don't care if I have the shit camera because I have a new camera, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with it. Um, but I don't care. I don't care if it looks like crap. It's gonna sound pretty good because I've gotten a little better with that. But yeah, I want to do videos and like, but who gives a shit, right? As long as you got me. And there's only 3 games left this year. Oh, shit. Let me tell you. This is... I'm going to have to edit this out. What a year. I hope you're all doing well. Um, man, what a piece of shit year, huh? I just hope you're all doing well. And I hope your families are doing well. And I hope you're doing better than the Broncos and Rockies are. Oh, shit. What a deal, huh? Where do we even start? Timmy, good lord. We've missed so much. Seems like a new world, right? It was like January, February, Corona, Christmas. But yeah, man. This one's going to be mostly just about the Broncos because that's where we're in. I'll do a Rockies thing about the whole fucking ownership and their shitty general manager and losing the greatest player that's ever put on a uniform. Probably this offseason, if not by the trade deadline next year. And I don't blame him. I don't blame Nolan for anything. But that's for another time. This is Broncos right now because that's what we're doing. And if you notice, I'm going to be looking down, I'm going to be looking up because my stupid face is right there. And I'm distracting because I'm just so handsome. Either that or I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my arms? Why am I? It's like I'm conducting an orchestra over here. Anyway. How are you guys? I love you. Let's get into this Broncos stuff, huh? So, it's been a long year. It's been a long, winding year. We got a new offensive coordinator, Pat Shermer. New quarterbacks coach, Shula. And it was like, you know what? We'll be all right. They'll be able to. They'll take this offense to the next level. Rick Scangarello, Rich, sorry, part of the mafia. Hey, motherfuckers, but anyway, I thought he was part of the team, but I guess not. But we got those guys in. We were all pumped up. We're like, yeah, we're gonna take this offense to the next level finally. We drafted Judy. We drafted Hamler. I gotta tell you, draft night. There is a live draft night of me on the Facebook page, and it's not great. I'm not telling you it's anything you gotta go watch, but we were going through it. It took 2 takes just to get the fucking Broncos pick because that whole first round took forever. The virtual draft took longer than a regular draft. Um, but yeah, I was pumped for Judy because I thought we were gonna get Ruggs, and I was like, oh no, not Ruggs, just because he's fast. And who bails us out of that one? The fucking stupid Raiders. Just shit all over themselves with that speed. L. Davis ain't even alive anymore. What the fuck's going on over here? I keep telling you not to touch your face, but I keep touching my face. Hey, I only touch myself. What a fucking bullshit this COVID thing is, huh? Oh, God, what a pain in the ass. This is the most I've talked to anybody, and I'm talking to this tiny little web camera right now. Ugh, losing my marbles, people. Anyway, yeah, so we went through the off season. We got speed on offense. We got Kush, our starting fucking center. He's there. Nate Mutai? Not sure. Not sure how you say it, but he started last week and he looked good. Very athletic guy. Let's see. Juwan James, big pussy as we all thought he was. Still making that money. Gonna make it next year too. Man, that guy is smart as shit. Last year just cashed that big ass check. This year they're like, yeah, we'll give you some money for COVID. He's like, all right, I'll take it. Next year still guaranteed. He's like, fucking great. I haven't had to play for 2 whole years. It's gonna be fantastic. So, barring anything, he's gonna be the guy next year at right tackle. But yeah, and then we went into the off season. We're like, Bulls, what the fuck are we gonna do with Bulls? We don't pick up his fucking 5th-year option, which, at the time it's like, well, yeah, why the hell would you do that? The guy leads the league in holding, all this other crap, big, dumb, stupid, gigantic, athletic beast of a man, but just doesn't know how to get his body under control. And yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. So we had questions on the offensive line. We were going to get Chubb and Vaughn back together. Remember that? We're getting the sack. We're getting the balls in the sack back together. So we were looking forward to that. Getting Bouye, Jarrell Casey. Bryce Callahan was going to come back strong, we thought. We drafted another corner, Michael Ojemudia. Bassey. I'm still not sure if Bassey was a draft pick or a free agent pickup or like his second year. I'm not sure. I'm very disappointed in myself for that. I've had plenty of time to fucking study this shit, people. I don't do anything. I roll out of bed at 9:29 in the morning and walk to my kitchen and then log in at 9:30. And I'm at work. But I do work. I'll let you know that. Definitely do that. Oh, shit. And I forgot to say, ho, ho, ho. Happy New Year, hoes. Haha. Oh, shit. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. But yeah, I mean, things were looking pretty good in the off season. And then COVID hit. And it was just like, well, guess what? We don't get an off season. So, Drew Lock, you get to come in cold as a motherfucker. You want to work out with your receivers? Maybe you could do that a little bit. And then all of a sudden the NFLPA and the NFL just came together and they were like, no, I can't do that shit. So they did it for a little bit, as long as they could. And then it was like, nope. We're going to get the cooties. Stay away. So basically, Drew Lock came in and had 3 weeks to figure out a new offense. And yet, me and many other people were still bitching when he didn't look that great in it. Now, here's this. That fucking Titans game, we were in it. We could have won that game, in it the whole way. And then Vic shit his pants. Vic didn't know how to use timeouts. Vic didn't know what he was doing. Vic was like, hey, I'm just defensive court. Oh, shit. Hey, Vic. Vic, this is Ed. You're actually the boss of everything. And Vic goes, what? I thought I had capos for that. Hey, motherfuckers. Fagioli. Spaghetti. I don't know. But yeah, and he pooped the pants on that. And what was funny was that there's like a Denver media guy. And right before the season, he was like, no, I'm all in on Vic, man. I'm going to give him a chance, all this stuff. He deserves this whole season. And then he did that one screw up in the week 1. And he's like, fire his ass. Tired of this shit. Keeps screwing up. He's just defensive coordinator. And it was hard to disagree. But still, I mean, it was one game. And, so we're going along, and then Drew gets hurt in, the first quarter of the third game against Pittsburgh. And you're like, oh, jeez, here we go. And then old Brett Rippin, let her rip. Whoosh. Just throwing touchdown passes all over the field, almost beat the Steelers. He comes in, people are like, we don't need Locke, fuck that guy. Not many people, but some people, I saw it. I saw you motherfuckers. And I heard you. And then another game or two later, it was just like, oh, God, what are we doing? Get him out of here. This guy's horrible. Where's Drew? Where's the guy we shit all over? And I did too. I'm not cleaning this whole thing, people. I am one of those guys too who, in the heat of the moment, I will jump to conclusions and be like, this guy's not the guy. This guy's not the guy. And then I'll throw a touchdown and I'll be like, this guy's the guy. Did you see that? Did you see how he brought us right back down the field? That's the guy. So, but yeah. So we're going through all this crap, and then maybe one of the lowest points in this franchise's history. The Hinton game. The no quarterback. We got a practice squad wide receiver chucking the ball around game. That's how much the league cares about the Broncos right now. They're like, you know what? We're not going to bump your game. We're going to keep it. And we're going to keep it at 11. You guys play this game. See what happens. You guys want to screw around in the fucking, want to play tiddlywinks in there in the quarterback room? Well, then this is what you get. Which was totally unfair and totally bullshit because they could have pushed it to that Wednesday and been totally fine. But they didn't. And that's kind of what you get. If we were the Chiefs, sure, they would have pushed it to Wednesday. Ravens, pushed it to Wednesday. Fuck, they canceled our bye week for the fucking Patriots, who couldn't get it under control, which is the really weird thing. Like if a trainer on the Broncos would have gotten COVID that same week that the quarterback got it and the quarterback room was together, they would have moved that game. It would have been an outbreak. But since it was confined to that room, nope, you guys got to play. You guys fucked up. Meanwhile, that same week, I think the Ravens had, 22 people on the COVID list. That's the one they pushed it all out to Wednesday, and you're like, holy shit. Saturday, college, Sunday, football, NFL, Monday, NFL, Tuesday, NFL, Wednesday, NFL, Thursday. Did they have a Thursday game that week? I'm not sure if they did, but if they did, holy fuck. What a boon for the NFL, huh? Unbelievable. But yeah, that's how much they think of us. We don't have an owner. We've been irrelevant for 5 years now. Well, yeah, 5. Because that first year after, it was kind of still a novelty, and Trevor looked okay. Started out with a big win over the Panthers again. Beat the shit out of Cam. Ruined his career. back-to-back games. Poor Cam just destroyed his career. It was never the same after the Super Bowl. And then that next year, that first week, oh, we just beat the shit out of him. It was like he was all kryptonited up. He was like, oh, that hurts to put the whole S out. Oh, shit. But anyway, that's besides the point. So we're back. It's ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. I hope to do more things like with the video and stuff, but I had to put one out here. It's not over yet. No, you ain't getting off that easy, motherfuckers. But I'm just kind of telling you, this isn't how it's gonna be. I mean, the background of probably how it's gonna be. Maybe I'll steam up the fucking curtains, get those fucking wrinkles out of it. But yeah, okay. So that brings us to Saturday, December 19th. 2:30 p.m. against the Buffalo Bills. Now, why should this matter? Buffalo is a fucking top-notch AFC team. And Denver's just a lowly, holy shit, we got to win out. And if they win this game, they can definitely get to 500. After seeing that fucking... How about that Raiders-Chargers game last night? Holy crap, what a shit show. It was an entertaining shit show, but what a shit show. It was like, how are the Chargers going to blow this one? You know? They got Marcus Mariota. I always think of the chef. Marimoto. Iron Chef. I love that guy. He's pretty good. And he's funny. Even though he has very little English, he's very funny. But, yeah, that was... They couldn't even score a touchdown without, like, a fumble. Even though he didn't fumble, but it was like, oh my God, of course. Anyway. So, tomorrow, Bills. Why it's kind of important is because back in the 2018 draft, the Broncos were up at the 5th pick, and Josh Allen was sitting right there. They went Baker, Chase Young? No, not Chase Young. That was this year. Baker, some other guy, Sam Darnold, some other guy. I think somebody picked a corner or something. We thought they were going to pick Chubb. That's right, because I was at the bowling alley back in the days when you could be around people and not get the cooties. And, bowl, the dirtiest fucking place. I'll never get COVID being at the bowling alley. The only time you wash your hands is if you really, really had to go take a piss. Even then, probably not. Because I've been washing my hands at that bowling alley and people just... Because if you wet your hands, your bowling ball's going to get all fucked up, Like I know. I bowl like a 120. But anyway, I remember watching it, and it came up the Broncos, and I think Cleveland picked a cornerback. And I was so pumped. I was like, fucking Bradley Chubb, yes! Get his ass, yes! And they did. And I was pumped, and I was pumping my fists in the air, blah, blah, blah. Because all I heard about Josh Allen was that he wasn't a leader. He was kind of like another Paxton Lynch. Kind of that... He's got running ability. He can make throws, but he's not really a leader. And I was like, I don't want to go through that shit again. So fuck that guy. Plus, he came from Wyoming. What the hell comes out of Wyoming? Seriously. The fucking cattle days? I mean, probably some good meat comes out of there, but I don't remember very many quarterbacks coming out of there that great. So I was happy with it. And, hindsight being 2020, Ooh, it was a bad move. Probably should have got Josh Allen. Chubb's he's been there. He had a great rookie season, and then he's been hurt a lot. I hate to see it because I know he could be very good, and he's had flashes this year, but compared, and Josh Allen really didn't have a good first couple years. We kind of forget that. But I mean, he's having a fantastic year now. He's an MVP candidate. Looks great. They kind of tailored the offense to what he does, which is what you have to do. As much shit as we give Scangarello, he did look like shit last year. When he had Flacco and all them in there, he was weak. He was kind of a pussy on some things. Didn't dare call different things. But when Drew was in there, he looked good. He was under center. It was a quick play action, 2-read fucking throw. And now we get Shermer in here, and he comes in thinking he's got Eli Manning or something. And he's just throwing all these routes and all these combinations and everything. It's just not going to work with a guy like that. And there is the first issue. Timmy, I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here, but Timmy has his camera set up on a roll of hose, garden hose, with a shoebox, with a little box of some sort, and then the camera. And that's on the same table that's right here. So if you see me, like most of the time, I'm going to be doing this, and those of you who can't see, I'm going to have elbows on the table, doing my little quotes and Trumpisms, whatever you want to call it. But right now I can't. So now it's just kind of like me, like trying to keep my elbows from the table and arms to the side, and I'm all hunched, looking weird. But it's nice to see that COVID gave me 2 extra chins. It's always nice. All this time I could have fucking worked out, learned Spanish, done all kinds of shit. Didn't do nothing. Watched Netflix series after Netflix series to now where I turn on Netflix, I'm like, there's no more series. Oh, Jesus. We've all had our struggles. Some more than most. I have been very lucky. Like I said, I could roll out of my bed, walk to my kitchen, and start work. And I do work. Shut your mouth. Just because I'm in my pajamas. But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, Drew looks good when he's under center. And he has minimal reads right now. And you want your guy to be able to have multiple reads. But that's later on. This kid came from an offense that wasn't like that. So you got to kind of deal with it and cater around it. Like, remember when Tebow was in there? They fucking changed that whole offense to suit him. And it still wasn't great, but it worked in the fourth quarter. And even the Super Bowl year with Kubiak and Manning. Kubes had his deal. Manning went with it the whole time. Looked like shit. Got hurt. Came back. And they kind of just said, all right, Peyton, do your offense. And it wasn't fantastic or mind-blowing or anything, but it worked and it was better. And with that defense, you could do a lot of shit and still get away with it. So anyway, that's besides the point. That's digressing. I got to tell you this right now. This is a little inside secret. Timmy recorded an entire podcast right before this one, and the audio didn't pick up. So I clicked play on the video, and nothing came out. So This is kind of like secondhand shit that I'm trying to remember because it's all off the top of my head. I don't care. You don't care. All you want to hear is my beautiful nasally voice. But anyway, yeah, so but you know what? Drew does deserve a lot of blame too. Because he's gone into this season, he's like, "Yeah, man. It's like a throwing the deep ball. It's like a 3-point shooter. If I miss 9 out of 10, I'm going to shoot that 10th." And you're like, "Stop shooting the fucking 10th. All right?" Dish it off to somebody else. You're hurting the team. But yeah, I mean, lately, and you know, everybody's thinking it was just the Panthers game where they started calling screens and all this shit. No, they've been doing it for a couple weeks, trying to run more. And that brings me to another point. I've been active on the Facebook page, just not with video and audio. But, and you know, and I have some cool dogs out there. Shout out to Robbie and Tyler. You guys are always on it. But like I asked, I was like, I don't know what I've been able to get excited about. Do you guys know? And they both said Philip Lindsay. And I do agree. The last couple years, it's been fun to have Philip Lindsay showing up. But lately, he's just not right. He's not looking good. You could tell he's hurt. And that's just what happens. People were bitching that we didn't pay him a bunch of money. And John did say he was going to pay him. And he didn't, which is kind of a bitch move. Not kind of, it is a bitch move. But they went out and signed Melvin Gordon to a big-ass contract, which was, I guess, the only way you could get Melvin Gordon here. But Melvin underperformed all year until the last few weeks where it kind of looks like, yeah, you know, you get him a screen pass, he could go take it for 12 yards. That's another thing they fucked up on. Those are the things that Melvin Gordon does. He's not going to fucking bust it out like Philip Lindsay for an 80-yard run, you know? But you can't count on those things all the time either. So you take your little short pass, gets 5 or 6, 2nd and 4, maybe run it up the middle, maybe you only get 2. Then it's what, 3rd and 2? You could pick that shit up either way. And we just have not been able to do that kind of shit. And it's pissing me off. And finally, they're starting to do that. Last week, the tight ends went off, and Noah Fant wasn't in there because he got the shits or the pukes or something. Yeah, somebody said he kept puking. I forgot who said it. They're like, yeah, he pukes every week. And it's like, dude, you know, I mean, a lot of guys puke, but just let him tell that story, how he pukes all the time, you know? It's kind of a bitch move if you ask me. It's going against the code over here. Whatever the hell that means. But yeah, get the tight ends involved, do all this shit. KJ, and then it opens up to things like KJ Hamler did last week, to where that little motherfucker, he's a little jitterbug, little jitterbug. Put the boom. All right. Gotta have a little music on this, right? But no, I mean, that kid can get open just by his speed and his quickness alone. And you saw it last week. I mean, sure, he went up against a piece of shit corner. But he could break some legs on that on some better corners. Guarantee he can. And, yeah. And Judy, when he runs his routes great, I will admit, he is wide open a lot. And Drew just doesn't hit him. But for some reason, I think that's because maybe he's the third option on those things. And it's like, why are you making Jerry Jeudy that? Move him around. Put him in the slot every once in a while. Do something. Just putting him out there like if he's Cortland Sutton. He's not Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton's a gigantic man who can go up and catch it. Tim Patrick has been doing great in that role. But they keep trying to just like throw it out like He's the X or the Z. Put him in the fucking slot every once in a while. Just get him the ball. And he was bitching on Twitter, and I don't really care because who cares? Twitter. Well, actually, I do care. Brandon McManus. You motherfucker. You are so into yourself that it's like, yeah, I'm Brandon McManus. I helped win us a Super Bowl. Excuse me. I could say whatever I want to whoever I want. I could bitch about my coaches. He did it. Got to pass. Got to pass. Why? Super Bowl year. Why? Hits 50-yarders. He's good. He's a great fucking kicker. But still, I don't need to hear from a fucking kicker or hear bitching from a kicker. All right? And then he misses, 2 extra points last week? But then he goes on Twitter and says, in the third person, Brandon McManus sucked today. You're like, but you're Brandon McManus. So, yeah. Why do you got to tell us that? Why do you have to say your name? You could have said, I suck today. Fucking idiot. So I don't want to hear from that guy for the rest of the year. Just make kicks and shut up. You're not even going to play this weekend because you got COVID. Or you were around COVID. Which is another bullshit thing. He told him Monday, test negative Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Probably going to test negative on Saturday. But the league said, nope. That clock started Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I guess they don't count Saturday. Don't ask me how this fucking shit works. All I know is the Broncos kind of have gotten fucked all year on this COVID shit. What a fucking year, huh? I see I'm at 30. I'm trying to keep these smaller. So yeah. Back to my point about the Broncos and the Bills. No, I already did that. Josh Allen, fucking Bradley Chubb. We should have got Josh Allen. Blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. If we would have got Josh Allen, we probably would have fucked him up and he would suck. He'd be, who knows who he would be. But, yeah. Guys, I got to tell you, the first one I did of this was so much better. But I'm just happy to be back and talking to you guys. Go to the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/BRONCSNROX. And you'll find us there. Like that page or follow it. Whatever the fuck you do on Facebook anymore. I'll put this video up. It's going to be a YouTube video. I'll put it up on there. Click on that and then click on my page. Once you got it up in YouTube. And then subscribe to that. I can't get a custom URL on YouTube until I get 100 subscribers. I hope I can get 100 subscribers. If not, what the fuck am I doing? But I do enjoy talking to you. On the Facebook page, under this post, write questions, write suggestions, write anything. Like I said, this is the first one. I had to get it out. Because I kept promising it, and the weeks kept getting on and getting on and getting on, and I wasn't doing it. I'm still trying to learn the fucking video editing. I think the sound will be okay, because I think I got that down. But yeah, I really want to try and do this, guys, and get it going. I want to tell you a Merry Christmas, and not Happy New Year, because I want to put another one out next week. Before that. But Merry Christmas. God bless you and your families. Stay safe. If you get the Rona, stay at home. If you guys are all fine, go see your family. I am. I had to miss Thanksgiving because that day that day, I had a temperature of 102 pretty much. So I got freaked out, told my parents. It was a very shitty Thanksgiving, and I know that's not compared to anything a lot of people are going through with this virus. So that was a sacrifice, a tiny sacrifice compared to what some of you have gone through. But still, I think if you're fine and your family's fine, just go see them. We need some. We need some loves. We need some loves. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. My Christmas wish is that Drew Lock looks good tomorrow. Looks good the rest of the year. We could go into the off season knowing that we're in pretty good shape there, and we could address other needs. And hopefully next year we're fighting for a playoff spot and maybe beat the Chiefs once, huh? Because I think the Chargers and the Raiders, we're going to fuck those guys up next 2 weeks, right? Right? Anyway, guys, I love you. God bless you. I know this was a mess. It was all over the place. Next week, it'll be a little more focused. And take care. Bronx and ROX out, baby.